Are you a first-time buyer looking to buy your first property in 2021? If so, you're in the right place. Hi, my name's Lee Everett. I've been in the property industry for over 17 years and I've dealt with thousands and thousands of properties and transactions and buyers and sellers. So if you're after the best tips and advice on how to buy and sell property, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you get a notification every time I post a video. So my first tip is to be prepared. If you're a prepared buyer, you're a good buyer, and that's going to go very, very well with estate agents and sellers. So you want to make sure that you have your mortgage agreement in principle ready to show the estate agent for when you're viewing and when you offer. Being prepared also means having all your money ready. So all your money for searches, solicitors' fees, surveys, and any sort of mortgage product fee that you might have to pay in advance. If you get all that done now and all that research done at the beginning, it's going to stop any nasty surprises later on down the line. So once you've done that and you know what you can afford and you've got a little bit of money saved up along with your deposit for the actual buying process, now's the time to start looking for a property, and you need to be sensible, you need to be realistic with what you can actually afford for the areas that you are looking at. I know a lot of people that when they first come to buy a property that call my office, they have this huge long list of wants that they want in their first property, but unfortunately you can't always get everything you want. So what I would do is I'd have a list of what you want and what you need. The things that what you want are the ones that you're willing to compromise on. That might be the number of bedrooms, how many bathrooms, how big the garden is, stuff like that. And then if you have another column with what your needs are. So this may be the minimum amount of bedrooms you may need, like 2 bedrooms for example. You may need a garage because you have a car you want to store in there. You may want a dining room which you can use as an office because people are working from home now. So separate your wants and your needs. Concentrate on your needs, and if a property has all of those, then fantastic. Your wants, they're the things that you should be compromising on. So you're not going to get everything, well, unless you buy a piece of land and are able to buy exactly what you want, build exactly what you want on that piece of land. But if you're able to sort of separate what your wants and needs are, you're going to find it a lot easier to buy a property. My third tip would be to build a rapport with local estate agents. If they know you're a ready, willing and able first time buyer, who's going to get a phone call first when a new house comes onto the market, or an email or a WhatsApp, however they're communicating with their applicants? If they know that you are a serious buyer, you've got that rapport with the estate agent, they're more likely to call you first rather than anybody else on their mailing list. Some agents don't even call their buyers anymore. It's literally, with how busy the market's been, they just put it on Rightmove and just hope that somebody calls up to make a viewing. So having that rapport with an agent will actually make them pick up the phone and actually want to call you rather than just relying on Rightmove, which I think is a lazy estate agency. My tip number 4 would be, once you've found a property, before you offer, view it at least twice. That would be my personal recommendation, ideally at different times of the day as well, so you get an idea of what the neighbours are like, how many cars are down the road, if it's near a school, how much school traffic goes past it. And also, if the owner's there, you get the chance to have 2 conversations with them. The first one, when you're viewing the property, they're trying to do the hard sell, trying to show you around and sort of fluff it up as best they can. On the second viewing, because you're not a stranger to them, you're able to maybe extract a little bit more information from them, build a rapport, which, like in the last tip, if you build a rapport with someone, they're more likely to want to help you or maybe even sell to you. I have a saying at work I say all the time, it's people buy and sell from people. So if a seller gets along with you as a buyer, or a couple, or somebody on their own, they're more likely going to accept an offer from you rather than somebody else that they didn't particularly get along with. Now that's not always the case. Sometimes money talks and they'll only go with the person who has the most money or willing to offer the most money. But I've dealt with many sales over the years where a seller has wanted to help a first time buyer start their property journey, start a family and sort of do those sorts of things, rather than selling their property to an investor or somebody who's looking to make money. My 5th tip, after you've viewed the property at least twice and you want to offer, is to do some research into what other properties in that area, other similar properties in that area have sold for. This is exactly what surveyors do when they come to value the property on behalf of the bank, so you need to do something similar so you know you're not paying too much money for that property. Other things you can do is, I think Phil Spencer on his Move IQ channel, pretty good channel actually, he actually offers some sort of property report where he can tell you about house prices in the area, local schools, local catchment areas, stuff like that. So I'll put a link down there for his channel, and you can check out what the services that he offers. Maybe if this channel gets big enough one day, I might look to offer that, but at the moment I'll leave that to you, Phil. Tip number 6 is making an offer. This is a very exciting stage, but what you need to do is put your offer forward with your head, not your heart. You don't want to get too carried away. You want to set yourself a limit and don't get carried away with higher and higher offers. You want to avoid using phrases such as, my starting bid is this, or let's start at X amount. You never want to tell the estate agent the actual maximum you want to offer either. So if you say, oh, I want to offer 200,000, but I don't want to lose it, I will go to 210 or 220, the estate agent is going to tell their seller that, and they're going to get you to pay 210, 220 for it. So just think very carefully with the words you use to your estate agent. Now, I'm going to be offering a service of potentially helping you put offers forward on property. I've got an email address which I'll link there, so if you do want any advice or help, or maybe even me putting an offer forward for you, please drop me an email on the email address below and we can have a chat and I can see what I can do for you. And my last tip number 7, is to be patient. The house buying process, once your offer has been accepted, is taking a long time at the moment. Solicitors, surveyors, local councils with the searches have an unprecedented amount of transactions going through right now. I think the last report I read said there's over 650,000 transactions going through at the moment. That's unbelievable. 650,000 transactions going through. It is going to take some time to happen. Be patient. The only thing you have control over is filling out your forms and doing the stuff that you can as quickly as possible. Everything else is out of your hands. So just concentrate on what you can do and relax. It will go through. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So that's my advice on how to buy a property in 2021. I hope you've got some value out of it, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe even share it to somebody else that you think it may help. Any questions, please pop it in the comment section below. Also, if you did want some help on offering on a property or advice, my email address is down there, so please feel free to email me. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you again soon.